You might think that burnout is about working too many hours. Well, I burnt out while working fewer hours. I was preparing for maternity leave, actually pulling back. So if burnout was just about hours, it shouldn't have happened, but it did, and it almost broke me. And how it showed up is it was physically in my arms. They were inflamed. I had chronic pain in both of them. I was barely using them. It was just clicking a mouse, and it wasn't overuse. It was stress and cortisol building up in my body with nowhere to go. And the worst part wasn't the pain. It was the feeling that there was no way out. And here's what I've realized since then. Burnout isn't a work ethic problem. It's a design problem. You don't need to work less. You need to carry less. The way that your business is set up, how your decisions flow, how much mental energy every single day requires, that's burning you out. It's not the hours, but the load you're carrying. Decision fatigue, every question flowing through you, every problem, every call. Your body's saying you're working too much, but it's also saying I can't carry this anymore. So what do you actually do? Well, you don't add more. You need to subtract. You need to look at what's already working and ask, how do I make this run with less of me? And this is how I walk my clients through this. First, eliminate. What's on your calendar that's not actually aligned with where you want to go? I was working with a client. She showed me their calendar. It was just completely blocked wall to wall. And she said, I have 2 new opportunities, but look at this. Where would I even put them? So we went through it together and, what can we cut? What calls could be shorter? Who gets access to her and under what conditions? And just by tightening those parameters, she brought on those new clients and she was able to cut her work week by over 10 hours per week. Second, automate. What decisions are you making over and over again that could be handled by a system? Most businesses are running 20% repeatable and 80% custom. And that's just exhausting. But when you flip it to 80% system and 20% on the customized on the pieces that you actually enjoy working on, then everything changes and your team is able to handle the bulk of it and you can come in for the part that actually needs you. Third, delegate. I hear so often, but no one can do this as well as I can. Well, this is something that Brandon was saying too. He was stuck in 90-minute account management calls with every single client weekly, but he had this project manager on those calls too. So I asked, what would it take for her to run these? So we got her to start documenting his process as he led the calls. They refined it together. And once it was clear, she took it over. He removed himself from 20 hours a week of meetings, not by abandoning his clients, but by building a system that didn't need him there. So is this really a burnout problem or is this a structure problem? Burnout is a signal. And honestly, if you're feeling it right now, good. It means that pain is loud enough that you're actually going to do something about it. What would it take to carve out 10 to 20 hours per week? What would you do with that time? Maybe it's making the time to go after some of those clients that you have not quite been as proactive with. Maybe it's hiring that next level person that changes everything. You don't need to work less. You just need to carry less, and that starts with redesigning how your business runs. If you're in that place right now, calendar blocked, no room to breathe, not sure how to take on more without falling over, I've put something together that might help. There's a link below to grab it for free. Anyway, I hope you've learned something valuable from this video that you can actually take and apply this week. And here's another video to bring sanity to your growth strategy.